You see Citi FM, you see so many fundamental games, sports, everything is as done for Citi FM. Citi FM, you are Bo champion station, Boiga.
Pong dia mouton ono. Ana, me movie. Aussi mon pong dia mouton ono.
Mumpon, no, if they say pong, it means close.
Yes.
Munjai.
Okay.
Stop. If you say mumpon, there's like they have gone to school and they are closing. Mumpon, they are muton. Stop that thing.
It's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is that what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean they can't bite?
They
are toothless bulldog.
Yeah. It's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is that what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean
you see, it's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is that what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean they can't bite? They are toothless bulldog.
Yeah. It's a two-flare bulldog, as I would describe it.
Is that what?
A two-flare bulldog.
Okay, you mean
that time of the night again. Welcome to 97.3. It's the very final Friday of the month of August, and today is August 28, 2026. The day of reckoning is tonight, and welcome once again to the best 120 minutes of your night. For the next 2 hours, you'd want to stay with us because there's a lot to munch on tonight, a lot to digest, a lot we'll get into, a lot to break down for you to help you understand the stories making the headlines in the world of sports over the week from Monday to Friday. We'll be touching on the most important, vital updates that have dropped, making waves. Welcome again to the best 120 minutes. We call it Sports Panorama. Gabi Affair is your host for tonight, and as always, show is proudly brought to you by Blue Jeans Energy Drink. There's Bank of Africa, and we do have a new sponsor, actually. Bell Beverages. Yeah. But just like I always say every Friday, right? It's Friday and you need energy. So Blue Jeans Energy Drink is your favorite energy drink for you. Actually has been on the Ghanaian market for over 20 years. Blue Jeans contains many vitamins and nutrients like vitamin B2. There's B3 for you. There's B6, B12, as well as taurine and guarana, which are known to boost your strength and energy, as well as promote high performance and endurance. Blue Jeans Energy Drink is for bold and active men and women. And so for bulk purchase, you can call us today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. We'll pick up on 020-8 128 190, or you can also call us on 0550 010 000. Blue Jeans Energy Drink says be tall. Now this is what I like, and it's very important to listen to this. That has to do with a quick fix loan. Bank of Africa is calling you from now on to the end of October 2026. Bank of Africa says they are offering short-term loans at very slim rate to salaried workers. We do understand that you have urgent needs to sort out, hence the need for that quick turnaround. And so whether it's school fees you're thinking about, prospectus, car maintenance, or that much deserved family vacation, Bank of Africa will sort you out fast. All you need to do is visit the nearest branch, or you can chat a certain lady called Fofa at www.boaghana.com to sign up. Or you can also WhatsApp us on 0244 338 226 for inquiries. Sometimes all you need is a quick fix to Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. Big shouts to also our new sponsor on the show, Bell Beverages. You need Bell Beverages for the weekend. If you're traveling, the only drink to look up to is Bell Beverages, so you want to grab that. Yeah, big shout out to them. We are live on YouTube, Citi Sports GHA. If you are listening to us on radio, good evening to you. 97.3, I'm Gabby Affair. The studio is packed, the guys are here. But tonight, what are we talking about? As we speak, we have a Premier League game happening at the Selhurst Park. It's Crystal Palace up against Manchester City. We'll be getting into match day 2 of the English Premier League. We'll talk some Donkomi, because Chelsea do have a new goalkeeper. And there's a certain Ghanaian player who's moved on to Libya to play for talking about that. Liverpool, Bradley Barcola. Then we'll talk some sports infrastructure at the Accra Sports Stadium over the week. We had some inspection by members of the National Sports Authority, members of the Ghana Sports Fund Board, and representatives from government, ahead of the start of the new season. And also the 2027 AFCON qualifiers will be starting in September, so we'll be looking at that. And the venues, if you are fit for purpose, you can send us your thoughts on 0539986996, 0539986996. Welcome again to the show. Bernard Abeku is here with me. There is Jude Duncan also here with me. Yao Ejeminta is here. The Potions Master, the Numo, the Rabbi, Coach Christopher Nimley.
And then before I said, like I said, boom 3 and 4.
Let me bomb 3. Representing God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. Ghana mamu fefe klalo obi atwen ni woba le woba Charlie okashida hanshi howa
ni woba yaman
you what about denche ni kaweba
in the words of Isaac Esiama.
Oh no more
yaba ni ayedyen
ni yaba
yaman.
One double shin. Manche.
No, hold on for me.
Oh, power.
I am sorry that I have distracted, but just hold on.
Okay.
Today, people were waiting for us.
Yes.
At places.
Yes.
Yeah, man. People were waiting for us to start the show.
It not be easy.
And to get into what we have for them today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pray for them. Of course. And pray for... Charlie, we don't get coach.
Can't you say know who the coach is?
Hey, Charlie. No, but we don't get coach.
He said no, coach is already working. He said the coach is already working.
No, but no. You see, let's not play the tape. No, we play it. No, I'm coming. But let's stop this. For the ordinary Ghanaian, we need to know who our coach is. We've not started.
Our coach is Keto Kreku. Are you surprised? Keto Kreku, you coach.
You pray for us.
Oh,
cause Cote d'Ivoire then get heavy.
Keto Kreku, you coach. If the man said 99%, the coach is working, and he alone knows who the coach is. So he's the coach. Okay. Because when an ESCO member was, he said the Ghana Football Association
you shouldn't have stopped the president.
And now the coach. You want zero. Yes. We said no. Thank you. Manche, wakobele yacho manche yeli aba.
Greatest.
Osmo obabu twe. Yake Jehovah zeba. Nikewoyo. Wakashida ambo Okowono na nyami Gabi echi aye ekpele feda chani brother to da echi aye ekpele Judan kala o kala je Canada kala
international
abekula nani abai yo okwenno ogbelenda wo mhewale ojonye menefе wakashida ambo beshe
beshe
gami e wokola ke besho be bashe beeshe.
Yaman.
One ke Ghana mamu fe ankeshi beeshe. Esho pay more than che. Hey, obo fambi fen tui. If ebo time, she's about wo babu tui. If ebo time, she Yehovah zebat wo o babu tui. Me no ba fen wo gbe ami. Wake Jomo Sibo.
Oh, Jomo no.
Sibo. If any Sibo tie yo wa wake Jomo Sibo. Jomo le. E atu enuchumo. Ane tu enuchumo ye wale na ke mi jele. Ne ke shida. Ayashian. Ne ke akwe ufume.
Yaman.
One double sheep. Men wa kemini. A Christ was said de me ba gbe wo. Kwa imanye de. Nya ba gbe wo. Me na fi o. Zebot Kenya le. A Gospel Stadium. The Ghana be. Omo no le. Me no wa no kwale. Me wo ba Kenya no kwale. Nyabo omo den. Nyabo omo den. Me sole han ya po fankra. Ele ni bi chele. Ni mo ya po fankra. Fomo chelagba. Fomo chelagba. Boy
Yaman.
no tunu chuma wo. Wana anoko. Get death trap ne kaba massage noko. Zebat kenke wake o kaba massage noko.
Massage.
Ka fair mistake.
Massage the
They were
death
Miss Solihan na technology.
Hallelujah.
Miss Solihan na technology. Solihan Thomas Partey. In Solihan Thomas Partey a year 3 days they cannot contract. Miss Solihan na technology. Gabi. Nonimi Nujakeshi, Sunderland. Sunderland.
Wait, oh.
Sunderland.
In the EPL?
In the EPL.
Ish.
They are going after Nathaniel Ajay.
Yeah, was Jamie test for Nathaniel Ajay.
Who was Zibon? In these last 3 days, Papa, Mancha Memianche, and unction. What's your Sunderland? What's your Sunderland? Now, page car. Nathaniel Achaboy, EPL. Be a Ghana for players. EPL wata na metwa boy ni touch na mi kwese menyo e hani bulemba he e hani bulani mi chi den che ko nsan he Jomo Sibo Jomo Nathaniel Ajay Jomo mo fiamo no we wale Jordan Jordan Oh, Yehovah Zeba. That is the captain of the Black Stars. Yehovah Zeba. Keto Kroko as head coach. Yehovah Zeba. Jordan.
Ket is not the head coach.
Jordan. You are hand Jordan team. Oh no.
Ami.
Hand Jordan team. They are trouble. Jordan, if you know you're working Obana team. Transfer Baba. Cap transfer Baba because the free agent team will Obana team. No actual no Kubawa. She will never mobile. Jomo, yeah, yes, to Bami.
Well, let's get talking. Just a quick update before we start our conversation. At the Selhurst Park, as Manchester City 1, Crystal Palace 0. 60 minutes into the game. Is it Haaland who scored? Looks like.
I think yeah.
Finally,
he looks a proper man now.
Yeah, let me see that go again.
Nice haircut.
Gets the ball to Shek. He Shek to Semenyo. Semenyo whips in the cross. Oh, that's a good header from Haaland. Charlie, the people say Haaland go cutting here, so
he'll be fresh
then
boy
cutting
now.
powers.
Yeah.
I mean now
That headline was
go
that.
score.
say what?
You see what he just did?
Yeah.
He's a big goal score. He knows
He just want to return the ball
he
back
saw
where it came
he
from
saw the goalkeeper's
and
ball.
just cushion the ball into the net. He just cushion it.
He touches the hair.
He touches
Did
the
you,
hair.
yeah.
Look, it is not a coincidence that after cutting his hair, his first goal of the season
It's from the head.
is from the header. Zegzi, over to you.
How is Zegzi in this picture? So Zegzi is will go. Make it go cut it. Oh, guy. I mean, yeah. So we'll be talking some PL. We'll get into the updates. We'll be previewing the games. I'll take predictions. We did match day 1. It delivered all the goodies. It delivered all the upsets. People were trolled. They say it's a new leaf. So match day 2. We'll get something. But guys, we need to start from home.
Yeah.
Right? We need to start from when I'll do this preamble for everybody around the table and our listeners. And if you're watching us on YouTube too, you can follow what's happening. You know, in September, I think our game is around 21st, that area.
It's a long
time.
how do you call it? International
break.
break.
Yes.
How many games have been played? 4?
Yeah, I think about.
I think over the period, we'll play 4.
Yeah.
It's never happened before.
So, the Accra Sports Stadium and the Barbara Sports Stadium were the only 2 certified venues on the list of the Confederation of African Football. And then early 2024, CAF said that they were going to revoke the license of the Barbara Sports Stadium. So that was done. We're not playing more of whether it was AFCON or the World Cup games there, the qualifiers. We're doing that at the Accra Sports Stadium, and Accra Sports Stadium has hosted a large chunk of the Black Stars' game, whether it's the AFCON or it's the World Cup qualifiers. Now on Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, just this past Wednesday, August 26th, there was some inspection done by the NSA, and also members of the Ghana Sports Fund Board and parliamentarian representative conducting the inspection. Citi Sports was there to follow that inspection, right? So the inspectors, what they did was they started from key areas, including playing surface, the turf, the pitch. They went to the dressing rooms, the safety zones. But when teams arrive, the players drop from the buses. There's this particular route they use into the dressing room.
Yeah.
All those places were inspected and all of that. And then the stadium frontage, the media center, I cannot forget. As part of the places they inspected. Now, some of the issues that were highlighted.
What of the something terrace, upper terrace?
The upper terrace.
Yeah.
They didn't go there, but they went behind.
But it has a problem.
Yes, it has a problem. We'll get into that. So some of the issues that were highlighted, Coach, included corrosion that had been linked to the coastal location of the Accra Sports Stadium.
Because of the sea.
And the breeze. When you're driving behind the Accra Sports Stadium, you have the scoreboard and the upper terrace. In fact, if you remember very well, our game against Chad, the NSA said that parts of that section was not open to spectators.
But they went to see
But they went. We were at the stadium. We saw it. If we were not there, it was on TV.
Indisciplined.
Yeah. What I know about that part is that even you can actually see the corrosion. Is that a second goal?
No. Oh boy. No, you see Morris guy's reaction.
Hey, I think he should have scored. He's in a fantastic position. The defender got it wrong in marking him, and it should be a goal. I think he had wanted to pick the first ball.
I think he rushed it. So to the preamble. So they inspected all those places, and a few thoughts were shared from the NSA board, Dr. Fred Awa, and the NSA DJ himself, Yampo Frankra, about the current status of the Accra Sports Stadium. The current status, which they described as a death trap. Jude, when they say something is a death trap, what does it mean?
It means that you are more likely to die from it.
Okay.
In
fact, Brekum West MP, Honorable Dixon Tredia, right? That's his name, right? He was part of the inspectors and said that whole facility should be brought down.
Which facility, please?
The Accra Sports Stadium. Demolished.
Is it a Brekum West MP?
Yeah. He said that. I interviewed him. And we'll play that insert. So, Ima, you can get me that insert. Okay, let's listen to him, right? And then we'll come back and get into the conversation.
Quite shocking in some places. This is a familiar terrain for me. 25 years ago, on that epic encounter involving Kotoko and Haas, May 9th, I was then a young sports journalist working for Radio Windibi here in the stadium. And since then, I've been here on several occasions. I visit the facility for matches. But one thing is, when you come here on match days, especially matches that are played under floodlights, you see the place being so magnificent. But when you take a deep tour, like we've done, then you realize you have a very long way to go, especially with the upcoming AFCON qualifiers on the way. So we need to respond as quickly as possible. For me, the short, medium term, I'm not thinking about long term. We should be thinking about replacing this facility entirely, pulling everything down and build modern stadium that befits the status of the Ghana's capital, Accra, to host FIFA, CAF sanctioned matches. It's so terrible, and I think we need to work very, very fast. It's very, very important.
Okay. So that's Honorable Dixon Tredia. He was there sharing his thoughts on the current status. He said we should bring the whole thing down. Bring the whole thing down. I would just want to run through the what the Accra Sports Stadium has gone through in terms of the worst that we've thrown around on what we've been doing to that particular facility. You hear facelift, you hear renovation, you hear all of those things. It's going through all of those phases. The last time it did so, I think, was in 2024. It was same again. An upcoming qualifier for the Black Stars. They had to do a few works over there, and then that. But let me start off from you real quick. You've listened to the MP speak. You've been to the stadium. You and I, we've been there several occasions. That's where we do our job, reports, and all of that.
In the space.
I don't know. For me, I feel like it's a repeated cycle. We've spoken about this over and over as to what we want to do with our national stadia. The president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, says he wants to build 10 mini stadia for all of that. According to the checks, one actually cost about $17 million. If you're doing 10, you're looking at 200, coach, right? I hope the math is not wrong. Yeah.
17.
Yes.
170.
170, yes, almost 200.
Yeah.
So, what are we not thinking of? Rather bringing the whole thing down and build something that, like he said, suits what we would want to present as a venue that can host Category A matches.
Thank you very much, Superstar. First off, if you listen to the MP carefully, he's speaking, or the matter which he's attending to is in relation to sports development at large, or if you want, infrastructure, advancement, or whatever adjective you'd want to use to qualify it. The guy has, from reporting as a journalist, it's been 2 decades and over. He returns to the Accra Sports Stadium, and it is in the same shape like when he used to be a reporter. And then there are concerns which he raises. What does that mean? That means that as a nation, we have been stagnant when it comes to sports infrastructure development. Benjamin Willie Graham went to, and he's now the communication director for Mediama, went to study in the UK and observed a lot of the facilities we have the greatest league, played, and other facilities as well. Put together an article which is on Citi Sports online, and indicated that the issues that we've been hammering here in the country is one that should be taken serious. Remodification. When we zoom into the stadiums across Africa, our neighboring countries, Côte d'Ivoire, South Africa, Kenya, Senegal, Togo. Can you believe it? Togo. And if you scan these areas and you put the focus on Ghana, it's as if when it comes to development of sporting facilities, I don't know how to better put it. It's a
scares us.
Yeah, it scares us, so we keep moving away from it. And it's an area we don't want to move into. Or rather, we are quick to want to always do something new that we can't even what's the word?
Take care of.
Take care
or
of.
maintain it.
Maintenance.
We have a test for
our maintenance.
We have a
culture.
test for new things.
But our maintenance culture is super poor.
Yeah.
This is a country that we are struggling to get our own federation that we play under, to vet our stadiums for us to play football in. Which stadium in Ghana is better? Is it the one in Tamale, or the one at Tesipo, or the one in Cape Coast? Which I saw its construction from scratch to finish. That's when your man George Free was the vice president of the Ghana Football Association. That time when George Free was there as the vice president of the federation, that's when they started building the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. And it's not been long now. Cape Coast Sports Stadium does not even qualify when it comes to CAF approved venues for even category big games or stuff of the nature. So you see that it is an area that we ignore but make many promises. About that area. It's an area that we don't really have any structured thing that we follow.
Okay.
But it's an area we keep promising. When we are to play CAF interclub competitions, we then tend to rely on relationship to try and fix a problem that we should really use practical wisdom to fix for the long term.
And some people believe that CAF is always charitable to us.
100%.
Allowing us to, in fact,
because there's somebody here in the country who has a good name in CAF's books, who've created very good connections and relationship at that level, that when he picks a call and pleads for us, we are granted the opportunity to play a certain level of category games here when it comes to CAF interclub. So preliminary stages. After the preliminary stages, we are found wanting. Today, myself and you watched the Baba Sports Stadium. They had the
Democracy Cup.
It is a shame. I'm not mincing words.
You mean the playing surface?
The playing surface.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
It's a disgrace.
It's an embarrassment.
What?
Because we are watching. This is a Selhurst Park. When I was in Cape Coast, I used to tell my people,
Crystal Palace.
Owned by Crystal Palace. It's where I'm trying to go. When I was in Cape Coast, I used to tell my people that there's a reason why they put the iconic guy's name, Robert Mensah. When we're kids, they used to say, Robert Mensah, goalkeeper number one. Sing that song that led to his tragic, death. If I look at the Craven Cottage, how the facilities sit, and I look at the Robert Mensah, I don't know why we are not redeveloping it to have that touch. And it's under the National Sports Authority. We have failed from that top level as a state to put sports development. Look, if we put a facility there, and yes, a change now, we should get Ghanaians to maintain it. We can give it out to the private
investors or private firms.
Private firms.
To oversee.
Let them charge the state and put those facilities in proper condition. Now I mentioned the Cape Coast Sports Stadium 3 from Tamale is on Cape Coast. Now we are talking about the Accra Sports Stadium death trap. The NSA boss, when he came to office, that's the first thing he said.
Yeah. And I interviewed him. Yeah.
Interestingly.
Yeah. I remember what he said exactly when taking over from his
what's our
predecessors.
Professor Chumisi and then later Bar
Majid then said pound.
The Baba Sports Stadium, myself and you've been there. The last time the Black Stars players played on any pitch here in the country, they complained that the thing is no good. So it's not as if this is some new area we are venturing, and then we are creating some words, and people are behind scenes angry that we are talking about a particular issue. It has been there. It's been
talking about it. 2024, we spoke about it. 2023, we did.
We've been speaking about this for a minute.
Speaking about it. We've done stories that, stories about Ghana on the verge of playing its AFCON or World Cup games outside of the country, right?
So I look. And the next time, we'll put the stories out there for what we are told in interviews. What we can say is look, should I even say this? I was in a sitting where there was a member from the sports fund board. He's not happy how sports is done from the top down in this country.
I see.
Infrastructure, the last time we were talking about Commonwealth Games and when we went and athletes and situation, issues in relation to that and our poor performance from 5 to what? 2.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to our sports, it's like deliberately we have decided to let the team collapse and become heretical. And I was saying this, a while ago that if we go for a World Cup as a country and we come back, to Ghana and we take a local player, when anybody's doing research and wants to know about the local player, when he punch the local player's name, the club that the local player plays for pops up. Where does that local club plays? Accra Sports Stadium. It will pop up. Then he can look at our infrastructure. And if we are doing something important that is generating that top star or that talent we have showcased to the world. So if we are having players, we had a player from Brazil who played for Kotoko. What's his name? Fabio Gama. He complained about the pitch.
Yeah.
I had a player from Japan. He was unable to settle. Jindo Morishita.
Yeah.
He never settled. So it is a problem. We will see Ghanaian players play better football. And then I hear an experienced Ghanaian coach tell Tinkler, the new Kotoko coach, that he should adjust to the Ghana pitch condition and play his ball. Look, we are our own enemies.
I mean, everybody has seen that video. Maxwell Kunedu,
yeah. We are our own enemies. And I don't understand why we pinch ourselves and we come out and we are laughing. It's like, hey, nothing has happened.
So
for me,
yeah, you believe we should bring the whole facility down? It's belong over you?
The Accra Sports Stadium. The Accra Sports Stadium, the Sipol, the Cape Coast Sports Stadium again, the Vabaya Sports Stadium, the Tamale Sports Stadium. We've got about 6 of them in the country. The better one that stands out, what word should I even use? The one that qualifies for CAF interclub competitions to a certain extent is the
TNA Park. Yeah, that was added recently. Yeah,
because initially on the first inspection it didn't meet standards for approval. So I think it's the same point we've been having. Look, let us not waste time.
Jude,
we have been misbehaving a lot.
Let me Maxwell Kunedu, right? I wanted to let's listen to Maxwell. It was a reply to Eric Tinkler. Tinkler had raised concerns about.
He was doing his analysis ahead of the Democracy Cup.
I call it a reply because he was replying to what.
To be fair,
Tinkler has said something or he did not say.
He was doing his analysis in the pre-game. In the lead up to the Democracy Cup match between House of Folk and Kotoko, which Kotoko won 4-1 on penalties.
Stop it.
And he mentioned the pitch. So, let's put it in proper context. So he was doing his analysis.
But who was he replying
to the game.
Why did he say that?
Okay, you let's listen.
I know he'll be having some challenges here and there.
He's already mentioned a few.
When it comes to pitches, maybe to some extent some hotels and other things. But he should understand that this is how we also do our things here. Even though we can make things better, but he should adapt and get used to it.
Okay. He should adapt and get used to it.
When your son hears this in about 10 years, 20 years, he's going to be very sad.
Maxwell Kunedu. Jude. I know where you want to pick it from. You've been doing some digging and all of that.
For a man who just came back from Canada,
he's seen things.
This will be very, very disappointing.
This is new.
They can't do that.
Do you know what I did today? So I went to, I had to do a quick research about the Boston Stadium, the Gillette Stadium. I just wanted to know how much it cost, and I was comparing it to what we have spent with a stadium that was already certain, the Legon Stadium. When we did whatever we did to host the African Games. I don't even want to get it. Jude, talk to me.
I recently had the privilege of visiting the BC place in Vancouver.
Charlie. Charlie.
Damn, man.
Coach, you see what down, man. You visited where?
The BC place.
Charlie.
To be fair, I didn't witness a game.
Okay.
But
wait, did that place host any game in the World Cup?
Oh yeah, they hosted a game.
BC Vancouver.
In fact, if you had won our game,
would have played there.
Would have played against, I think, Switzerland.
Yeah, over there. Yeah.
And also I had a privilege of going on a road trip from Vancouver to Seattle. Seattle. Yes, that's how they say
So
it.
the Seahawks Stadium.
Exactly, and I saw the
Seahawks.
stadium that also hosted a game there.
Okay.
Funny enough, I was in Chicago as well, and I saw the stadium where Liverpool played Leeds in a preseason game. In fact, I didn't get to see the game, but I saw them train and saw the guys go to the stadium and after. So, yeah, and I mean, of course, the facilities available and all of that.
Yeah.
But Gabi, I want to take it from 2 quick points,
Okay.
right? Then very brief points, then other guys would also get a tick on it. It's a matter that I think generally consensus is building. Godfred Akotobo, senior, has been on this campaign for quite some time now. When he said it initially, I think it was about a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people understood where he was coming
Yeah.
from, but gradually that reckoning is coming, and we are seeing that people are getting his point of view on the matter. But first off, the point I really want to make is that across the political divide, right, there's that general lack of interest in sports development. So irrespective of which
Government is
in office,
Okay.
we see that they don't pay attention to sports development. It's always Black Stars. Even with the Black Stars, you see that it's when the AFCON or the World Cup is around, that's when you see their interest at play. We don't see it with the other national teams. We don't see it with the women's football. It's mainly Black Stars for obvious reasons. The point is that I listened to the president in March this year, where he said that they were going to build 3 new stadiums in 2026. What month are we in again?
August. Today is 28.
Fair enough. So this is the quote from...
This was March.
in March, exactly. Okay. This is the quote by His Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama. He says, we'll build 3 new stadiums in 2026 and 3 more in 2027. He goes on to say that we are currently in the design phase for the first 3, and that's the president. I think a month ago, so we also had a minister come out to say that we were going to build 10 new stadiums, right?
Yeah.
When even one hadn't been built. So it makes you wonder. This very charm sitting in, a month or 2 ago, the finance minister was here, albeit on a different program with Bernard Able, where he categorically said that, see, he was going to look into the money we got from FIFA and ensure that it's put to proper use. The point is that since our World Cup endeavor, we've not even had some sort of debriefing to understand how taxpayers' money was used on the team. And for me, I consider it a very big problem. Again, because we've seen the way our league is run in this country. And it's more problematic when you hear stories about government in a way, right, albeit not directly, but in a way funding Premier League clubs, when we've consistently raised issues about the integrity, the structure, and even the general competence of the league, because we know some of the things that happen in the Ghana Premier League, for example, under the FA administration and their general shortcomings in many aspects of the league. So for me, I think that if you look at it at the whole, and Boteman Sports Complex in its current state is the clearest example as to our shortcomings, our failure in dealing with issues around sports development. So let's get it clear. We may build a new Wembley today, but the point is that we don't have that transformational leadership at the respective state agencies, right? It goes beyond even sports to ensure that we keep these facilities at the highest level possible. So when I hear concerns like this, I'm like, okay, fair enough. It's in the news. You have to talk about it. But the truth of the matter is that those who have the power to deal with it effectively, they are not interested. Because at the end of the day, you may want to say they have other things they are dealing with. But the point is that if you fully grasp the enormity of the football, I just want to even limit it to football now. Sports, then I'm making him even much wider. Or let me even go and say, if you fully understand and grasp the real effect of the sports economy, I don't think we'll be treating sports like the way we are in this country. Gabi, like I said, I witnessed at first hand how a whole city, see how Chicago is. Pretty much, their airport, it was buzzing. Because that day I took a flight out of Chicago. People coming in from all parts of the world, not just America, to come watch Liverpool play a friendly game. see, it was unbelievable. Food joints were packed, right? Different businesses were thriving. It was like, so the point is that if we develop sports and develop it very well, that's 3 billion we've been going to IMF for each reason. They come and stand here and tell us, hey, stop gold purchase program. Don't do this. Do DDP. They can't come and tell us because we would have created sufficient funds and resources to manage our things very well. So I am saying that, see, you can Google it for yourself right now and check the Premier League and its contribution to the UK's economy. The last I checked, it was in essence of about £1 billion.
Yeah.
Possibly more. So the point is that if we fully understand the sports economy, we will do things very differently.
We treat it differently.
Yes, we will not let Accra Sports Stadium get to its current state. Hey, when the place smells, I kid you not, the place, like, it smells proper because we know the state of the washroom. So people, you pee anywhere, some defecate anywhere. It's not like hearsay. But when we go and cover programs there, we see what happens.
We were in a big man's office today. Sorry, Jude. He says he took his sons to the stadium because he had wanted them to familiarize themselves with the league in our country, and the boys told him directly that. The boys told him directly that they won't go for any local game again because the place stinks.
They won't go to that particular venue.
Anytime they drive past the area, says that you brought us here and they feel it's a punishment.
A ball, like, it'll hit you in the face. You can almost like touch the stench. Right, that's how serious it is. So for me, I think that the first point has to be made. We've not taken sports development in this country serious.
So it starts from the top.
And irrespective of which political ideology party you believe in, we need to look ourselves in the face and say, this is not the approach to sports development or football development. And if they doubt it, they should go to Boteman to go and look at the state of affairs there. Gabi, the second point I'll make an end here is the fact that, see, we need to ask ourselves again as a people, what our value systems are, right? What our value systems are. What do we hold on to dearly as a people? What can you say? These are the traits that identify us as a people. I was reading a book about how if you go to Netherlands, for example, at a very young age, right, you are taught how to swim.
Scotland is doing the same.
So if you're in Netherlands,
but football.
If you're in Netherlands, chances are, if you are very young, you know how to swim because again, there are lots of like lakes, rivers, and stuff around
by
there.
16, 18, you have
exactly. Some people even trace it to like the historical antecedents in the country.
Okay,
right. So I think at the point they lived on water and all of that. So to an extent, it's like a value system to them. They learn how to swim at a very age and they grow up with it. All of that. If you go to a country like the US, for example. Love for nation. They believe their country is the greatest in the world, and nothing you say to an American will convince him otherwise, right? So Japan, same as well. Discipline. All the time when there's a World Cup, we see how people clamor around them and praise them after the game for the general sense of discipline, tidiness, cleanness, and all of that. So I'm also posing the question, right? Maybe people can help us and our listeners out there as well.
So you're questioning the sort of mentality we have as a nation.
Yes, what's that? Like, what do we hold on to dearly? What can we proudly say
we don't have anything.
Best identify us as a people? Right? I asked this question in the newsroom. Some said hospitality, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But I think that we should be known for something. Because the things or something very positive, because the negatives in a way seems to me as though it far outweighs the positives. And I say this because I look at the maintenance culture.
So you are part of the rots, essentially.
Yes,
I see.
You know, and I was talking about this with somebody, and the person said to me, see, in the UK, if a politician says he's going to do A and ends up doing B, right, he will resign honorably. Because he feels like that social contract he had with the people has not been met. And it goes even beyond the politics to like everyday, you know, people, civil servants, FA boss. I'm going to do this for you. Well, in this country, they thought that they were going to win the World Cup. And they came back. Fair enough. But you see, so I can cite many examples. David Cameron, right? It was Brexit. He said he was going to campaign for the people to remain. He couldn't do that. He had to leave. He resigned honorably. So what's our value system? I ask because we have people who campaigned and said all manner of things in the media. Some of them on this show. I mean, like, it's not this thing I'm saying. It's not 10 years ago, matter. And it's not even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I was in the production room listening to them. They came on the show and said that, in fact, some of them were with coach on protest.
So we are speaking and promising more, but so
my point is that
those
if you believe strongly that you had the ideas, you because you can't even say believe, you were communicating those ideas. So I think that you owe the people of Ghana an explanation as to why all of the beautiful things you were communicating from the back can't be implemented.
Okay.
And if you have honor or any sense of it, I think that you should come and say, well, we wanted to do this and this and this, but based on this and this and this, I think I can't continue in this show, and I'll resign honorably
and step down.
Because you can't in good conscience. I don't want to mention it, but you know what I'm driving.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
You can't in good conscience continue to be receiving salary. Look at what they did. They that's athletics competition they did. People should have resigned like there and there.
Which athletics competition?
Oh,
the one at the African Senior Athletics
Championship. People should have.
When are we hosting that?
Charlie Maker, you go kill my fire. I beg you. And if they fail to have resigned, they should have been fired. They embarrassed the nation. But because we don't take sports development serious, and because we don't have a proper value system as a people, we let it pass. What happened in any serious country? What are you talking about? That you can't provide very basic stuff for athletes and you're still in office and say because budget wasn't released. What are you saying? So see, my point is that we need to be very frank as a people and say, what are our value system? If we're in the media and you have all the bright ideas and you are now Director General, go and check their conditions of service. Go and check their conditions of service. So if you can't do the job, step aside. They are more competent people, and don't believe the lie that they don't have the resources to work or they are constrained. It's not true. We've seen people who've entered government agencies, it was on its knees, and they've turned it around. So the point is that we need sharp people in these offices. We need brilliant people. We need people who put the nation first. And if they are not doing that, they should step aside. And if they can't step aside, the appointing authority should fire them. Because we were promised that this is a reset. In sports, it doesn't feel like a reset. And that's the honest truth. If the minister is listening, it doesn't feel like a reset. If for nothing at all, it feels like they are retrogressing in some aspects. So, please,
reset
in the previous administration, we almost played games in other countries.
In Togo.
A 4-time African champion. Years down the line, we are still talking about the same thing. No! We'll not come and sit here and praise you. So the point is that if you can't do the job, step aside. There are more competent people. But we've seen people in private sector. We've seen the likes of Mr. Iwa, who came and are building Ashesi to world-class standards. Are they not Ghanaians? So again, Bernard has something he's been saying. Our heroes we have in this country are not always politicians. And there are so many people qualified and competent. So, Gabi, I'm ending on the point to say that what are our value systems? Let's ask ourselves this question and let's answer it honestly to ourselves. And if we are unable to do that, we'll end up with Boteman being a reptile-infested place where children can't even play. We'll end up with Legon looking the way it was after $30 million invested. We'll end up with the likes of Baba Yara and the Sipon Stadium and Tamale Sports Stadium in this state. When people are moving, Kenya, Tantala Sports Stadium, they are gone. Rwanda, they are gone. They are building basketball. They are moving. We are lacking behind, and I don't think that same sense of urgency is being felt.
We have same here
by those who are mandated to do this. So I'll end on a note and say, let's ask ourselves this question. You came into office, you were saying all of the things. If you can't do it, step aside. If you are being prevented from doing what you promised to do, step aside. Have some value, have some honor, and step aside and let people who are capable come in and do it. Thank you.
Heat. Yeah. Too much heat. Jude Duncan. the Jude Duncan. Yeah, Jeminta, talk to me.
Me, I won't say much because
Let me ask you a simple question.
More on the Black Stars head coach matter.
Oh, you want to talk? Okay, so just tie it to the coach. Tie, because you don't know.
Our coach could fire first because
Let me come then. He come then.
So, coach, which one you want to tie it?
I'll talk on the stadium first.
Yeah.
Hey, nah,
oh, Maso Clodus is the picture.
I will come and say all of that.
Charlie.
Nke aje oye musufe ise bomojo bagbe woye aye aje oye musufe ise bomojo bagbe wolo kogbe wota telemo bwenche telemo kogbe wota telemo bwenche telemo. Gabi,
Numo.
Anybody in government, I repeat, me to sabe. Anybody in government, anybody at the NSC who attempts to get CAF to rescind the decision for the Black Stars of Ghana not to play any qualifiers in Ghana, anybody who stands in the way of that decision, God will punish the person. I'm telling you this.
Oh, how so?
I'm telling you. I repeat myself. Where we have gotten to, we need to take a bold decision. Do you know what to make President Mahama popular?
Nope. Tell
It's
me.
for him to say, Ghana, the disgrace has already been caught. Let's go and play in Togo. Accra Sports Stadium, Kumasi Sports Stadium, demolished. And I'm saying that anybody, because look, CAF will not approve the Accra Sports Stadium, right? CAF will not approve the Kumasi Sports Stadium, right? And therefore, once these two stadia will not be approved by CAF, it means there's no stadium in Ghana here, as we speak, qualify to host any CAF category A game.
But that's where we'll be playing our games.
And I'm saying that anybody who stands in that decision.
So you're saying there's somebody acting as that
person who normally makes the call, God will punish him.
Oh, how so?
I'm telling you, because he's part of the disgrace and the embarrassment and the shit. Everything that is bad, that person keeps allowing the politicians to get away with something that is so obvious. Gabi, do you think, like Jude said, Ghana should be having such problem when it comes to playing service?
Nope.
Nobody should go after politics and build any 10 stadium. We don't need any 10 stadium in this country. I'm telling you, we can't even maintain one. There are over how many resource centers? Sports
it's 10.
Yet to be completed. Nobody should go and follow any politics to add another 10 stadium to it. We don't need it.
Calm down.
Gabi, we don't need that. It's a humble appeal to the president of the Yate. Papa, yes, Trewo. You said during the campaign you bid 6.
Yeah, he said 6.
Your minister, Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, about 2-3 weeks ago had said, the president said he will not build what 6 again. He will build how many? 10. We don't need the 10.
he scaled it up.
We don't need the 10. If this is the state of the Accra Sports Stadium and the Baba Sports Stadium, go to a Sipon. The least said about it, the better. Go to the Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium in Tamale. The least said about it, the better. Please don't add more to it, because we cannot even maintain the one. Don't look. Go to the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. The last game I watched at Cape Coast was the Black Stars v South Africa. That Tuesday. Kudus. Black Stars did. Right?
He had a very good game.
Yes,
I remember.
That's the last match I watched there. That was the last time I went to Cape Coast. The point I'm making that if we've got close to $200 million to spend, it can build a Accra Sports Stadium. And go and start the construction of the command. Yeah, can you get me how much Morocco spent on the stadium they used to host the AFCON? I'll need the amount of money for that. I beg you, want you to them information, mommy.
The final game.
Yes, you see where not the one that they are building, no. The one they built, where they played the final of the AFCON.
The new one is 115,000 or so.
Yes.
Yeah.
The new one, they are building over 115,000 capacity.
Yeah.
I want the 70 or 80,000.
I think that's the Prince Moulay.
Yes.
The Prince Moulay Stadium.
Yeah. Look! What is wrong with you people? Simple decisions to change the fortunes of this country, you cannot take. You want Ghanaians to go and die. Anybody who uses the Accra Sports Stadium is responsible for any form of death that takes place there. I'm not the one who says it's a death trap.
Coach, I have the cost for you.
Yes. How much is that?
Okay, let me see. $75 million.
The reconstruction of the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium cost approximately $75 million.
No, they built a new one. There was a French one they built for the AFCON. I don't know. The new stadium they built. You remember they built a new stadium? And that is the price I want. Ghana. We deserve such a stadium. Meaning if you're
bro.
She only famous if you don't do the things well. Nobody, you are not a witch. You're a wizard. But your actions will allow somebody sitting by. I didn't know your name deserve before.
Idealistic.
Why are you behaving as if you are here?
Behave yourself, y'all. Idealistic.
Look, we are pleading with you people. We don't need any additional 10 stadia in any 10 new region. Yampe. Rather, go and complete the Zuma Nelson Sports Complex.
Can you imagine?
And we should tell these people the truth. We should tell them the truth. When they do, we would say it. When they are like moving away from the obvious, we should be able to tell them in their faces. The greatest son of Ghana when it comes to sports is Azuma Nelson. We have not honored this man the way he should be honored. Government upon government upon government upon government. Someone whose money some time ago, someone who could pay for all of us to watch his exploit in boxing. Somebody who, in my view, has risen the flag of Ghana above every other individual that this country has ever produced. Look at where we've put his name. Stop the politics that this government started, he didn't finish. Stop it. For once, think Ghana. For once, think Ghana. For once, think Ghana. Yes, Remo. Think Ghana. When you think Ghana, you're not going to add 10 new stadia. You complete the Zuma Nelson Sports Complex. You go to all the resource centers that has been built for multi-sports purposes. Agreed? And complete them. That is the obvious truth. Mr. Minister, you are my minister, but this one, dear, go and tell your boss, go and tell His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, with all humility, your panacho, he should won't qualify. Papa won't qualify. Well, qualify no quafable. She won't qualify. Need sabita flatche. 10 stadium there. Kabashikra and a passage. A passage cry. But want to mean that prize no mamma. Them stadium no more.
Coach, is that one? Is the Prince Moulay Abdallah?
Is the new one, right? 75 million. 70 million for mini stadium. It's politics. Don't do politics with Ghana. You see, there are things you say when you are on a campaign platform. There are things you say when you are in government. Do the things you say. Government is about do. Let's talk more, do. Let's talk more, do. You talk less, you do more. Let's talk more, do. Let's talk more, do. Let's talk more, do. It's as simple as that. Talk less, do more. Then 4 more.
Hey,
then 4 more.
Relax. No. How did you get here?
As you talk about
No, but that be who will you vote for?
more and formula.
I'll vote for somebody who does more. Somebody who talks less
And that's more.
and does more.
Yeah.
I'll give him 4 more.
So let me see the tangibles, right? Let me see.
Yeah. Show what you the work.
Talk and then 2 more, 4 more.
So you agree with the MP saying that we should bring the whole place down?
No, but I've been saying it here already.
Yeah, you said that before.
I've said that before. Demolish it.
It don't be stadium.
Now, which contractor? Oh Lord Jesus. When the people came to rebuild it for 2028 and they were using all the metals, I was asking myself, my simple chemistry, my little chemistry will tell me that if you expose those metals closer to the sea, it will corrode. Even if the sea it wasn't closer, with time it will corrode. You understand? Yeah. The salt will accelerate the corrosion in the sea. Then we say we are giving it what? What? Uplift, What's about?
No, it's facelift.
Facelift. Then what again?
Refurbishment.
Fair Akenpechi. These are avenues you use to chop our money. Nobody should go and give any Accra Sports Stadium a facelift. Look at we're watching House of Folk and Kotoko.
Yeah, today you and I.
Look at how
Baba Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
The green grass. Some few weeks ago, we saw people using lema.
What is lema?
Lema shofi. Kakla plantain.
No, there wasn't kakla there.
Didn't you see the lema?
But kakla is knife. It's kakla.
But they were cutting it. The lema get planted.
No, what's lema?
Lema is who, right?
I used to lema. Bona.
No, but
the women were sitting there. Were they not using it?
Let's calm down.
2026.
Calm down. Let me. I'm chipping in this.
Okay, go ahead.
Per my checks, right, and a few people I spoke to, that practice is not an outmoded one. What I know is that it is done elsewhere, and it is to help
elsewhere.
to take.
Wait.
Relax.
These people elsewhere. Where? Why they can't
They use
who said you proper machine?
I can't more than
where unless they mention Western Sahara.
No, Benabout.
Unless they mention a confused country like Western Sahara.
Not Benabout.
Because they can't mention forget about South Africa, Morocco and Cool. They can't mention even Togo.
In fact,
Jesus Christ.
It was Morocco. But what I know, what
they said that's what they did in Morocco. Hey, almost died the matter in my
you're not letting me finish.
You finish.
What I'm saying is that that is the.
Are you talking about aeration?
No,
let's show them the signs.
That is the initial stages.
Opening up,
growing the new grass.
I mean, we saw the woman virtually digging holes. Today the stadium you see, didn't you see the hole?
Digging what? Digging what?
Gabby, you know the SSU. You supposed to be digging.
Didn't you see that?
What did you say?
We saw it. They were digging holes.
Was it a big one or a small one?
Today we saw those holes. Didn't you see the holes today?
Well, I mean, because it leaves the patient very let's not even go back.
So aeration is a process of introducing circulating or dissolving air, oxygen or gas into a substance like soil.
People they do that. They don't understand. They don't understand
Mr. Yao Ampofo Ankra. No massaging of words.
Not at all.
Not at all. We are not kids. The Honorable Kofi Idi Adams. No massaging of words. No massaging. Would you take your family to Accra Sports Stadium?
Who, me?
I'm asking them.
Oh, okay.
When was the last time Yampofu Ankra took his family to Accra Sports Stadium? When was the last time the sports minister took his family to the Accra Sports Stadium? One of the last time these decision-making politicians, any of them, took their family to the Accra Sports Stadium. Would you allow your wife to use the restroom the way it is? You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying yourself. I'm saying your wife, because we know how delicate such places are to women. Jesus Christ, you cannot be this wicked. So the point I'm making is that don't build any 10 new stadiums.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no need, no justification.
No need.
No justification. So that political statement that my minister Kofi Idi Adams made at the GFA Congress Quash it. It
shouldn't work.
They
should bring it down, eh? Okay.
Demolish the Accra Sports Stadium. Look, Gabi, if we stay honest, sincere, do you know what 100 million can do? $100 million. $100 million between 75 to $120 million will build a 60,000 capacity stadium.
Okay.
Top notch, world class stadium where the Accra Sports Stadium is seated. Go to Kumasi. Go and do the same. We don't need any 10 stadium. And anybody, like I said, anybody who stands in the way of CAF, anybody who goes to plead on behalf of this country so that the Black Stars qualifiers that should be played in Ghana should not be taken away from this soil, God will punish that person.
Amen.
Because we have gotten to the stage where we have caused it. And we need to take the bold decision. The disgrace, the embarrassment. And see, when they go and plead, it's not for free. No more. We need the money to do a lot of things. Don't send any delegation to go and plead with God. Bow down your heads in shame today. Bow down your heads in shame today. And then in a year or two, we'll begin to fly our heads in success, in achieving a common goal. What is that common goal? Ghana needs a better football facility. Ghana needs a better sporting, at least in our two recognized, designated, well popular state. We need something befitting to represent Ghana. Not these two death traps. Not these two nyama plates. You've allowed a lot. You've allowed me to speak in a way I should not be speaking.
It was very passionate.
But I like the fact is,
like that.
CAF will ban us, isn't it? So look at how bad the local league is. These are the venues that have been approved.
Let me take some messages. I'll come to you so that y'all talk to me about there's a goal.
Second goal.
Okay, City with a second goal against Crystal Palace. Ryan Shecky. Okay, 053996 053996 Our very good friend who is in Kenya. You know, Kenya will be hosting the next.
What they are doing there?
That's Eko Kumsen.
Oh, no more Eko, no more. No more Eko.
He's listening to the
show. Let me sing one song for him. This is his favorite song.
Sing it for him.
When he sang the first one, he was laughing here. Okay, so let me take Eko's message. Eko says, Charlie, Kenya 2027. Ghana cannot afford to miss the AFCON. We Ghanaians won't forgive them if they miss this AFCON. It says, it's just heartbreaking listening to you guys having this discussion. We have 3 or 4 international stadia that hosted the 2008 AFCON.
Yes.
We invited the whole of Africa to Ghana some 18 years ago to come play here. We once had top-notch stadiums. Today, we cannot even play qualifiers comfortably in any of these stadia. This is embarrassing to say the least. We just need to stop doing this whole sports thing in the country, Ghana, and focus on something else. Charlie, we are tired. You travel across the continent and you see countries doing great things and moving forward, and a country we call the gateway to Africa, which is Ghana, rather moving backwards. A country that once hosted AFCON cannot even play qualifiers in this same stadia. Okay. On YouTube, Bajo says Ghana no go host AFCON until 2050. With
they should relinquish the hosting of the under-20 AFCON.
That's next year.
Immediately go and tell the people at CAF.
A lot of injuries.
Nobody's going to use that tournament to chop money.
Okay, Jay Stomata says
give the Accra Sports Stadium anyone facelift. Nobody will use that under-20 tournament to chop money here in Ghana.
Okay. What? Crystal Palace have you got live?
Correct. Free kick.
Free kick, yeah. Okay. Jeremy. So it's Palace 1, City 2. Greetings to you, Panorama Gurus. He says, Coach is speaking the bitter truth. You cannot even maintain 4 stadiums. How can you tell me that 10 new stadia would be properly maintained? This is just a political talk. Thank you, Coach. This is Nana Newtown inside Tantra Hills. It says this one is good evening. It says Joshua from Peaceland. I believe the Accra Sports Stadium has rats lurking and having apartments there. It's so sad as a country. We keep talking about same things every day. Okay. You can also send your thoughts 05399696. Yeah, talk to me about the coachless
Black Stars.
Well,
Heavy Renard, I'm sure, is looking at our team and
Just having a good laugh.
And before that, Gambia, I saw a news update that Gambia had one of their stadiums approved. So I'm not sure Gambia would, because we were talking about the fact that they probably might play their games in Morocco.
Yeah, I think for Ghana, it will just have to be with Somalia. That's likely the only game that will be played home away from home.
Okay.
And that is if Somalia would even participate because of the troubles that they are going through with their country.
Okay, talk to me.
So, I mean...
Ket says what? 99%.
Just a quick one before I go to the Ket one. Look, I know that we are not serious about sports in this country because we had political figures, top-level officials, sit and watch that Democracy Cup match between Hatfield and Kotoko.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
They sat there and watched
such a rubbish.
And they saw the pitch. But trust me, nothing will happen afterwards. Nothing will happen afterwards. That's one. Number two, if we're serious about efficiently running sports and developing sports in Ghana or in this country, Mustafa Yusuf, the former sports minister, will be going through hell right now.
He should be dragged by this time.
He'll be going through hell right now. But is that the case? No. Because there's no way. There's no way you can explain how you spend $145 million on Boteman. Spend $30 million on the University of Ghana Stadium. And end up with that facility. There's no way. Like, it doesn't make sense. I've seen Manchester City's women's football team open their facility, $10 million. I have seen AFC Bournemouth $30 million facility. I have seen Manchester United's training facility. What, $15 million? And when you look at those facilities and you compare it to Boteman,
what a goal.
Boteman doesn't even have a hydrotherapy chamber.
Hold on. Go, Alec. Ryan Sheki.
Another goal for Ryan Sheki.
Brace. Enzo Maresca is cooking.
How can you spend $145 million on a facility and does not even have a hydrotherapy chamber, a cryotherapy chamber? It doesn't have all these basic...
What?
A cryotherapy chamber.
I'm not so soon there.
You must stop that, man.
You know the thing too.
Charlie, plenty things so. And these things, basic things of modern infrastructure, sports infrastructure, they are missing in Boteman and then Legon. But we spent a colossal amount of money on these facilities.
Look, that minister, he took A4 sheet. That A4 sheet, they make it right. No, they call laminated press what? Accreditation. That man, he said he used over $4.5 million dollars to do A4 sheet laminated a tag, press tag on Namho free.
You can. That's why I know that
and you're just free.
And it's been over a year since we had a sports minister in charge, and I haven't seen or heard any major progress being made regarding that particular issue.
In the
President John Mahama, as at last Christmas, he mentioned that by December 15, by December 10, the report should be made available to him, and they will act on it. What has happened to it? So that's where I knew. Just this one instance. That's where I knew that
politicians.
We are not. There's no major
gives you all the indications that
attached to developing sports. Now let's move over to
our coach.
Bracket
GFA Black Stars. Before we go on a break, you see, so in the lead up to today, Nigeria's Football Federation president.
Today is 28th. Let's add a date.
The executive committee,
the whole
the general secretary,
the whole
all of them they resigned.
If I started from yesterday,
mind you,
it was
and this is Nigeria.
Yeah,
a team that won the Women's AFCON last year. This is Nigeria, a team that has gone back to back semi-finals.
Of the
in the men's AFCON. All under this FA president who has just resigned, Ibrahim Musa. He got voted into office. I believe it was September 2022, September 30, 2022. So those back-to-back Super Eagles semi-final runs at the AFCON. It was under him.
They play one final out of that.
And they played one final out of that. The women's AFCON that the Super Falcons won, it was under him. But guess what? They missed out on qualifying to the World Cup.
Their women couldn't
qualify to the World Cup. Their women couldn't make it to the semi-finals at the women's AFCON. And they've resigned.
I was told President Tinubu, he just picked up the phone, he talked to them and said, if you don't go.
Is that not what we...
If you don't go, you don't go.
Is that not the government interference conversation we have?
What is government interference? Do you know the amount of money the money they have invested?
That's the conversation we have here. That government interfering, what?
You don't go. If you don't go, you don't go.
You see, Jude, look, and if those people who have achieved all these things have resigned, and Ghana on the flip side hasn't even achieved half of what they have achieved
in 7 to 8 years.
The value system,
like,
bro.
They don't. And there is nothing going on. Like everything is normal. Then means we have a problem.
Business as usual.
Business as usual. Then it means that there's a big problem.
Okay.
And the problem extends to the Black Stars. Look at how things have been haphazardly handled. Where the FA president says the coach is in place, 99% in place, so and it's already working.
So he knows the coach.
So clearly, what that tells me is that it's a Ghanaian coach.
But how about the Coco seller who is waiting?
Oh, it's a Ghanaian coach.
But how about the young footballer?
Danger. You finished.
How about the young footballer? Sorry, the young Ghanaian boy walking on the streets. He knows. He doesn't know who the coach is. So
but it will come out.
No, eventually. You need to know the coach.
But it will come out. But
at the end of the day, your tax is my.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the football people voted him in power, so he doesn't need to render account to us. That's one. But the people who we voted to power, who have oversight responsibility,
they are entertaining this ones. They don't say
anything. So what do you expect him to do?
Exactly the point.
As guys, they are in bed with the man.
What do you expect him to do?
Yeah, I get your point.
He was voted not by us into the position that he occupies now. He was voted into the position he occupies by football people.
Yeah,
a private firm.
Yeah.
So he's not accountable to you.
And that's some bits of education there, because I had people saying that why don't we have the ordinary Ghanaian also voting like?
No, it's a private entity.
So you have football people, the football republic
for him to be in power as the president of the GFE, as the president of that private entity. So he can decide not to give account to anybody.
I mean, yeah, spoke the fact, right? But I disagree on the approach.
But the people who we have voted, the people who we have backed with our money, and they have the ultimate power to check him.
They are in bed with them.
They don't check him. Okay. So what do you expect him to do?
I dare say Ketokriku manages the Black Stars is not for him. None of the national teams are for him. He manages them in trust for us.
Yes.
Right. Yao makes a brilliant point about those who have ultimate responsibility because we voted for them to manage our fans and all of that. But I think also that we can ask questions of him about how our national team is being run.
But he answered that. He said the same thing. You remember?
I don't know my coach. How you remember that
interview? Let's Silfi.
Yeah.
He said it's a private entity.
Yeah.
So why do you want to?
Yeah, he doesn't.
No,
that is why the government of Ghana should not be giving these people
Okay, you-
1 city of our money to manage.
And he says the Black Stars head coach is already in place and is working. He's already working. That tells me that the Black Stars head coach
Is who?
is going to be a Ghanaian coach, and very likely Desmond Onfe, because which body of professionals in football circles that you know will end up picking up national team jobs without a contract?
They've been seen that.
Do you think that if a contract had been signed by now, the Ministry of Sports wouldn't have given us the report?
Because the critical statement.
Because they have to render account.
Only coach who is being looked for to come and coach.
So they have to render account. So definitely the sports ministry would have notified us.
Yeah.
But at this point, nothing.
And don't know exactly who is coming
at
on
this
board.
point, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But at this point, nothing has come out of it. So clearly, someone has been doing the job without a formal contract or official contract put across or signed. And that for me,
Who's that low person?
and that for me tells me,
Relax,
and that for me,
calm down.
how many Ghanaian coaches have we not heard and seen?
We are waiting for him.
Working without contract. Master Klodu will just play this voice.
Can we talk about United now?
Yeah, we'll talk. Master Klodu will just play this voice. Didn't he work as under 23 head coach?
Kunedu is a journeyman.
Without a contract. Patrice Fabin.
Same.
All of these. So many, and for me that tells me that it's a Ghanaian coach, and what that means is that it is very likely Desmond Onfe who is going to be the Black Stars head coach.
We'll see. We'll be here to talk about it. Game is around September 24, that area. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see who will be the man to lead the Black Stars. Yeah. Let's go for a very quick break. When we come back, we'll talk some EPL, don't call me, and a lot more on the show. So you can send us a thought. 05. Oh, Jude. Why are you like this guy? Let's go for a break.
Can you believe this? In the space of just 1 month, I have lost 4 schoolmates. 4. And all of them lost their lives through lifestyle diseases.
Hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, stroke.
Lifestyle diseases that can change and sometimes end our lives. But we have a chance to save ourselves. We have the Healthy Living Project on Channel 1 TV and Citi FM.
From the 1st to the 30th of September, every day, real doctors, real food, real habits. The kind you keep long after the month is over. Small changes, better choices, a healthier you. Small changes kept for life. The Healthy Living Project, 1st to 30th September, daily on Channel 1 TV and Citi FM. The Healthy Living Project, changing habits, transforming lives.
Citi 97.3. Accra.
I have to let everybody to know that Citi FM is a fundamental station in this country. They are champion station. When you wake up early in the morning, you tune Citi FM, you see so many fundamental games, sports, everything is as done for Citi FM. Citi FM, you are Bo champion station. Boyiga.
A don that was so it's don't call me time. One place, mate. For say one penny cheap. Don't call me, yo, don't call me. We dey loan this player $1,000. Don't call me, yo, don't call me. For the striker we can consider. Don't call me, yo, don't call me. No, they see you use Tina Boka. Don't call me, yo.
Some ghosts are sunset tourists. Now one time she goes a place of ghosts. Now one yet drinks a Teves. And then you coach
Metal. Hey! A don that was so. They can ring the bell for Carlos Baeba. Emiliano Jude Martinez. Kwesi Sibo.
Some few
Kwesi Sibo, right? Libya.
Yeah.
You say how swelly.
Yeah.
Charlie, the money.
How what? I get money. How what?
Swelly.
Swear what? Swear what?
Behave yourself.
Oh, I'm not here.
How swelly.
How swelly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get money and
How
you know
swelly.
it.
Charlie, too much cash.
So,
Yeah,
as in Libya,
Premier League. Yeah, man. Apparently, they are looking for this players,
African
free agent,
players, yeah.
African players who have played in
Yeah,
Europe.
so they recently,
I think they signed
reportedly signed Lamek
Yeah.
Banda from Zambia,
Charlie, but
who
from
played
La
at
Liga,
Lecce.
from La Liga World Cup straight to Libya.
Yeah, I understand it's about the money.
If I go take the money, coach, just let's start off with the Sibo conversation.
But you said you say something.
Oh no, he's
you wait. The downfall of a man is not his end. It may sound a bit harsh. From the La Liga, right, to the World Cup, to Libya. It doesn't make sense.
From the La Liga to the World Cup. So Real Oviedo goes to play for the Black Stars.
To Libya.
It
doesn't make sense.
How so?
All right. It doesn't make sense because if you ask Citi Sports himself, he would have preferred something better, something of an upgrade. Clearly, you don't compare the Libya league to the Spanish league, right?
Yeah.
And normally, when you go into from such a league and you are given the chance by your country to play at the World Cup, you expect that if there's going to be a move, it should be an upgrade or even not at least lateral. That is it. Yeah. Something commensurate to where you are. But look, I've given this move some deep thinking.
Deep thinking.
I see. Everybody in Ghana knows my stand on Kwesi Sibo. But yesterday, I think I spoke about it. But just after speaking about it, I began reflecting.
Yeah, so you thought about it again.
I said, Coach, so if you were the one and you were to take a decision like this, where would you go? Let's put on record, there were other offers.
Yeah. I mean, he said it himself.
Yeah, there were other offers.
He said from England,
from France, even
yeah.
from
I think
from
Saudi
Turkey
Arabia. Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
Arabia.
Yeah.
There were other offers. So for the young man to have taken such a bold decision to ignore, then something might have triggered that.
Is it every player that will win the World Cup or will win the
not
Ballon d'Or or will win titles?
Look, the day when Asamoah Gyan took the decision to leave Sunderland and go to the UAE, I had issues with him. But upon second thought, I realized that he took the best of decision to aid his career.
Okay.
My only encouragement for Kwesi Sibo is this. He's made the World Cup.
Yeah.
He should make sure that the Libya that he finds himself in, he should begin to play proper football. If he plays, right?
Yeah.
You know my stand. I don't care where a player plays. For as long as he's up to the standard required for the Black Stars, bring him in and let him come and aid the team.
Yeah.
It is up to Kwesi Sibo himself to ensure that he improves his game. I will monitor him whilst he's in league.
You watch the Libyan league?
I will try and not necessarily watch.
But you monitor
his time.
There are so many ways to see his progress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here today.
But how does that dim his? Does that dim?
You see, clearly, when a player is playing in England,
it takes him out.
In Spain,
you see, when he was playing in Spain, it will take him. He will be out because he doesn't meet the standard.
That is it. So you see, as for the standard,
what we saw at the World Cup,
we saw Sheila Aliasu and Co played in the local league.
Yeah.
They were up to the standard. So it is up to him. For him to have taken the decision to embrace this move. I don't want to completely write him off.
Okay.
But I want to give him every opportunity to rescue and go back to Europe and stake a claim.
How old is Sibo? 28?
He's 28 years. I think he's got about 5-6 decent footballing years
to do. So like he does like 2 years in Libya and then he moves to...
He may not even need to do the 2 years. He should listen to his coach. Every player has got a weakness. Even Leo Messi has a weakness. Some weaknesses in his game. Improve your game and up your game. Before I hand then don't come.
I would want to take Bernardo because he has to leave then.
Look, there's something seriously developing.
Hey, which is
not yet out there, but Nathaniel J.
Yeah. I saw an update.
You saw an update,
yeah,
right?
I saw an update.
So if you
somebody sent it to me.
Okay.
Let me try and get it.
See whether you can get me that update.
Okay, Nathaniel. Oh no, that's Kojo Pompepra.
Okay, Kojo Pompepra.
He
has signed
OGC needs to so moving from there to Fenerbahce.
Yeah, 12 million euros.
Yeah.
That is good. For Nathaniel J, we are hearing that.
The Sunderland move.
Yeah, the Sunderland move. The Sunderland's coach actually is his former coach. He coached him in France.
That's Regis Lebris.
That's right.
Okay.
And he was with him until he moved to Sunderland. And if normally you've worked under a coach and the coach has seen the need to come back for you, it means he has a clear intention on how to use you. A typical example is what Enzo Maresca is trying to do with Enzo Fernandez, right? I am hoping that we'll get another opportunity to see another Ghanaian player in the EPL.
Charlie, that would be...
It can only improve
and
make the Black Stars defensive setup very, very competitive. So if that move is to happen,
you like it?
I would say I like it. On the part of the Kwesi Sibo move, it may sound very strange. I will partially don't commit the move and see what he does.
Okay.
I don't want to. See, most people come, coach, you are too harsh on the boy. I don't mean to be harsh. And I'm not going to bend my stand on him. But I want to encourage him.
You want the best. You want the best
to motivate him.
Yeah, you want the best.
He should make sure the Libya people will pay all the money.
Yeah. Because that is crucial. Charlie, coach.
Look, after all this decision making, and for him to have finally decided on them, nobody should be allowed to chop 1 cedi in Libya.
You should take all the money.
Ferofi Jami, Belemo Ingbemi, no Beloda.
I think it's a good point that you've raised because
I wish him all the best.
We've seen stories like that before. Ghanaian players moving to Libya, and then we hear stories like
there are several examples.
Bernard, let me bring you in because you have to leave. Baleba is a Red Devil.
Yeah, but before
I was listening to some other show somewhere, and they were comforting Baleba. The guy wanted to sing. No, he wanted to say, "Hey, don't sing this song."
If it's somebody's song,
don't copy.
You can't.
Don't copy. You can't do it. Don't copy it. This is the
Ongo Baleba song.
Don't go and copy it.
Yeah, it's clear.
Sing your own song.
Sing your compose your own
and leave out. Banu bawu wakeya. Banu bawu wakeya. Baleba. Banu bawu wakeya.
Charlie Bernard, you have your destroyer in the middle of the United midfield.
The bulldozer.
I hear he's still nursing an injury. He'll miss out on a few games. Are you excited?
Yeah, but before I zoom into the Baleba in 30 seconds, I feel when you talk about the upper echelons of global and African club competition rating.
Yeah,
we don't talk about the Libyan league. It's for money.
That's why it's
for what? It's for money.
It's for money.
It's a place to go.
Yeah, so the Black Stars is now out. 28 years. He adds 4 years to 8 years. That's
4 years, 32 years.
No, he signed a 2-year deal.
2 year, 30
2 year, let's see.
plus minus. He's not.
You should forget about the Black Stars.
It's done. They'll groom with new guys, younger boys. Baleba. I think this is what Manchester United has been lacking for a minute. His energy, his aggression. He behaves as an African, on the pitch of play.
He's a combination of the Buffalo and Yaya Toure in carrying the ball from deep up to the pitch. The beast, the bulldozer.
United fans.
Omechi Guho rough.
Omechi Guho rough.
Your left back.
Omechi Guho rough.
You do the Baleba.
You have some question. Why they allow people?
We make sorry.
Why they allow people they do that?
Please proceed.
See, this is the North United needs
to unlock greater trophies in the Premier League and in Europe at large.
Hey, Bernard.
Manin Kasa, I
Oh, Charlie, what's some?
Aju, Manin Kasa then.
I never said anything.
No, this is me.
So I never said anything.
You proceed.
And Superstar. When Casemiro was leaving United, the problem was who fills that void? In midfield alone, when I compare the midfields of our top 6 we all selected, it is United's midfield which is the best as it stands, with the addition of Carlos Baleba. In terms of
I'm not gonna mind you.
In terms of pace, the kind of contribution, if you go into the metrics by numbers, fastest in midfield, United have gotten that player who's been dominating this league from last season, the last two seasons as well.
The Moroccan player has been introduced.
Are you ready?
They feel the boy rough.
2 touches.
I think he's a good player. He's young.
How about 2 touches?
Bernard,
So for me, I feel that for United to be successful this season, for United to place second, from my top 6 teams that I named for the end of the season, and as to where we see them place top 6, at the end of the 2026-2027 league, I think Baleba has really brought that good news and that energy back into the United.
I feel good factor around the United.
I don't commit this move.
Wait, relax. Repeat that line again for me.
You what?
You say you don't commit them.
Are you his spokesperson?
Charlie, my brother.
They all celebrate the same birthday too. Chelsea United.
I don't commit.
You don't commit. Whatever.
I don't come clean to the core.
Charlie, Gabby,
down to the umbilical core.
Better than you done. You're done. Okay.
No.
What do you want to say?
Don't abek.
Money, if you can repeat anything, Baleba is.
You are doing. You are telling what to talk about.
Your goalkeeper. Talk to me about him.
No, I have to talk about.
No.
I mean, Martinez improves this Chelsea team.
So talk about that.
You know, we had concerns about the goalkeeping area, and we felt strongly that if we had a goalkeeper, I mean, 8 errors conceding leading to goals is significant. So if we have a better goalkeeper, Martinez,
you win the league.
By see Gabi.
United,
don't come in.
Okay, you 2 minutes then.
Don't do
it's fine. I'll let him. You do 1 second for
No, Martinez. I'm done.
Okay, you're done. Okay. So United, what do you want to say?
Omechi Guho rough.
How so?
Rough. See, I sat here last week and said they'll finish 8. Gabi, man can ye. Because the kind of football I saw on the opening day was atrocious. And see, Gabi, banter aside, I don't think United are paying attention to the very glaring problems with the team. And I dare say their defense will cost them. Congratulations to City 4-1, right?
Yeah, so how long with the brace? Shaky brace.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Gabi, I watched the opening game against Hull City. I was with you, Coach, and we were watching the game together. I wasn't really sure what they were up to. Fair enough. I mean, the goals were 2 set pieces. Sometimes it's difficult
from defenders
to defend against physically imposing players like the Wolves backline. So, but I struggle to see them having a very compact defense. Like the footballs. Have you had an account person say "trunka"? Have you heard it before?
Are we doing "don't come in"?
Do you know?
Don't come in. Where they do
all the English?
Are we doing "don't come in"? We are talking about the
piss poor.
Was slimy.
Yeah.
So slimy.
Gabi,
it was like
I saw for us. Don't come in. Oh, we are analyzing the game.
So I think that. But it's all part of the don't come.
No.
My point is that talk about the most important purchase they need to do. They've not done it. You can't start a Premier League looking at the kind of upgrades your competing teams
don't worry
and start a Premier League with Aiden Heaven in your backline 2026. No disrespect to the player. I think he has enormous potential. and he will hopefully meet it.
Okay.
But he's not there yet.
Are you talking Donkomi? Is having the Donkomi player?
I'm saying that the Donkomi you should have done, the priority Donkomi, you've not done it.
That is not Donkomi.
That is Donkomi.
When you are analyzing the team, then you can talk.
So I'm saying that go into the market
and get a defender.
Exactly.
And
the point. We will not buy a defender. Exactly. So Balaba is a good addition to the team. I said last week that if a midfielder of Carrick's stature vouches for another midfielder, you should be wary of that, right? But that notwithstanding, like the great Sir Alex Ferguson, the great Sir Alex Ferguson told us. Let me get point. Let me the point alone. Like Sir Alex Ferguson told us, it is not defensive midfielders.
You must have the laughing.
It's not defensive midfielders that win you the league.
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, defense.
It's your defense.
Yeah, I feel you.
Telemann was panting.
Yeah.
You know the seed
at this point, you are just trolling now.
Let me. I'm being very honest.
You are done.
So they should go and get a defender, and I think that will compete. But if they don't do that, the 8 I gave them last week,
it will drop.
Oh, Brentford will pick.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, I just want to run through the completed deals this week. So Jackson has moved on from Chelsea to Villa. El Hadji Malik Diop, West Ham to Brentford.
Yeah.
Delap, Chelsea Forest. Ayub Boadi, he's playing now. Leo to City. Nico Gonzalez, City to Newcastle. Yeah. Baleba, Brighton to United. Savio, that's Savinho. He says he's using Savio for after moving to Spurs. I don't know what he wants to. City to Spurs. Omar Mahmoud, City to Spurs. Leon Goretzka, Munich to Villa, and then Ezekiel Palacios, Bayer Leverkusen to Ipswich. Then there was Emi Martinez, Villa to Chelsea. Yeah, which one do you want to talk about? Real quick. We've had some interesting deals.
Yeah. I really love the Ayub Boadi move to Man City. I mean, it just gives them that perfect balance in midfield, because if he's that kind of hybrid midfielder, more or less like an 8. He's a box-to-box midfielder. I mean, he can play as a DM, but I mean, the best way to utilize him is as an 8, playing off a DM, a hard-running DM, more like a Declan Rice, but in a different form. So Boadi is more, technical than what you have a young Declan Rice give you, and so in that sense, it just perfectly fits this Man City midfield. And I've seen Man City playing their 2 games, and you see Mark Gehi consistently moving upfield. One of the goals, he was the one who stepped upfield and made the interception and started the move for Manchester City to score. And so having Elliot Anderson, Boadi in that midfield, and having they play off either Phil Foden or Nico O'Reilly, it just makes perfect sense. And I was wondering how Man City will go about their midfield rebuild, looking at the fact that they let go of Nico Gonzalez, Rodri, Bernardo Silva. I thought Nico Gonzalez was going to stay.
Yeah, I was surprised with that
I thought he was going to stay, so that he would be more or less like a backup to Elliot Anderson, because Elliot Anderson has played a god-awful amounts of minutes for Nottingham Forest last season, went over to the World Cup, played a lot of minutes. Man City will be competing in 4 competitions this season. I honestly thought Nico Gonzalez would be a perfect backup for Elliot Anderson, but clearly Enzo Maresca sees things differently.
So it means that City's midfield is entirely
rebuilt. Rebuilt.
New phases.
Practically.
Boadi
and Elliot Anderson.
Enzo Fernandez comes in,
the base.
Elliot Anderson too is in there.
Yeah, if Enzo Fernandez comes in, then that would be through and through a complete rebuild. But I love the deal to get Boadi. I love Malik Diouf going to Brentford. You see how aggressive their fullbacks are. Back in the day, used to be Rico Henry. Then he tore his ACL. It's never been the same.
Yeah,
and now you have the likes of Michael Kayode, and now you have El Malik Diouf. Yeah, I think it's a perfect fit, and it just fits their identity. I love it when you have a structure, you buy in players who slot into the system and deliver. I would have loved for him to be at a club like Man United, because clearly Man United, they need a little bit more aggressiveness from and athleticism from their fullback positions because it's not explosive enough. It's not explosive enough. Mazraoui will be best fit as a centre back, not as a right fullback, because he does not give you that explosiveness.
Yeah,
he's not aggressive. I mean, how many times has he even crossed the ball in games? But you need someone who is constantly crossing the ball because you have a big target man up there. And it's possible Man United with Zexi likely moving on could go in there and go get, let's say, a Mateta to be the backup to Benjamin Sesko. So if you have these two big men up front, Brian Buemo is an athletic guy. He's not the biggest guy out there, but he definitely knows how to use his body very well.
Yeah,
he's athletic and has a good jump on him. Why wouldn't you go in there and bring in wing backs or fullbacks who are willing crosses and are aggressive in attack? Yeah. That for me is very puzzling. And Baleba has come to Man United. You know my stance on Baleba.
Yeah.
I honestly believe,
you touched on that.
Yeah. I honestly believe that. Yeah, you should go to Citi Sports online on .com to read the article I wrote on it. I honestly believe his best position is at number 8. Play him as a box-to-box midfielder. Man United need to bring in a defensive midfielder, a specialist like Aurelien Tchouameni.
Okay.
He does not have the foot speed that meets the EPL standard, but if you play him off a guy who checks all the boxes when it comes to the physical aspect like Baleba, it will be just a perfect fit. And the reason why I have a bit of concern with how Man United is likely to use him and not likely to get the best out of him is what we see with Ryan Gravenberch. He's not a DM, but they are playing him as a DM.
Okay.
Because he has the qualities to play as a DM. Now, it worked the first year. The second year, teams found him out because they watched him, they found out his tendencies, and they worked on those things, and they made him quite ordinary or average.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with Baleba. The fact that he plays at the DM does not mean that is his best position. He can play there because in Brighton and Hove's system, it's quite spread out. So he can his style or his playing moves, it can be accommodated in that system.
Okay.
But when you move to a team like Man United, when the structure is designed differently from Brighton and Hove Albion structure, and you have the best player in the land, in Bruno Fernandes playing differently from what you have at Brighton Hove Albion, clearly the best way to use him is to use him as a box-to-box midfielder.
Okay.
But we'll see how things go. For me,
I don't
he should be played as a bring in a DM, a specialist DM like Tchouameni.
No.
And how Baleba play as a box-to-box midfielder. We've seen how things have gone with Ryan Gravenberch.
Baleba played as a DM.
We've seen how things have gone with Ryan Gravenberch and how Liverpool have struggled because of that decision not to bring in a top-level DM. Just a quick one. Opta recently they released the statistic. Between the start of this season, dating back to the start of last season, Liverpool have conceded the most goals from fast breaks. They've conceded the most goals from fast breaks.
I'm surprised you are comparing
because at the end of the day,
Baleba to Gravenberch.
Because at the end of the day,
explosiveness and its power engine. Gravenberch doesn't play football.
Because at the end of the day, their backline consistently gets exposed, especially when you do not have Virgil van Dijk in tip-top form or prime form. Guess which team ranks just 2 places below? It's Man United. They've conceded 7 goals from fast breaks since the start of last season. So there's an issue. You need to bring in a guy who can be disciplined, tactically disciplined, in sitting in front of that
Baleba doesn't give that
and protecting that backline. And I do not see Baleba doing that at this point in his career or point in his life.
Well, it doesn't look like he's Donkomi Baleba to.
Donkomi, but not as a DM.
The role,
as a box-to-box midfielder.
Why a defender too?
I drew me some Kasa.
Coach, Please, your final thoughts. We'll take the show.
Ask him if they need a defender.
But he knows that they need it.
Baleba solves every problem United have in midfield.
Even the way you do more self for me.
Baleba, that's what
he solves.
He solves every problem in United midfield.
Thank you very much.
See, now listen.
With
him. Jude said something. Me, I'm shocked. The player he got, we got to know him when he played as a DM. His extra ability to carry the ball from that DM position doesn't mean he's box to box. I've been watching his clips since Man United bought him. These are matches I watch myself, so it's not any YouTube anything. I've been watching his clips.
YouTube players.
At Brighton, he was the DM. Anytime he played,
he played
as a DM.
Yeah, he did.
So he was playing as the DM.
So he's more. He was. Is he closer to Kante than he is to?
Oh, in fact, at Brighton he was playing like that. He was controlling the tempo. Yeah.
What he does is when he wins the ball in front of the back four and he sees the gap. Unlike other DMs, like Sergio Busquets, he wins, then pass.
No, he doesn't do that. He runs through the
under pressure. But when there is an open space, he drives the team forward, and then he gives it there, and then he comes back to his position. What else can you ask for? Look, let him come and play and let's see.
But what would be the ideal United midfield pairing, for example?
Look,
with Kobe
Bruno Fernandes is an untouchable in that midfield.
So Bruno Fernandes.
So Bruno. This is what I would do.
Awareness.
I would do.
Fernandes.
Per the game, because there are some games where Man United will be playing against team that will sit very deep. Anytime United play against team that will sit very deep, is Baleba, Bruno, either Kobe Menu or Yuri Tielemans. In the big games, Tielemans and Kobe Menu on the bench. Santos, Baleba, Bruno. After 60-70 minutes. Then Santos comes out for either Kobe Menu or Yuri Tielemans.
Okay.
You cannot pair Yuri Tielemans and Kobe Menu and Bruno. You'll be slaughtered. Baleba, if he's fit,
should start every game.
Will start alongside any of the other two.
So Baleba and
Bruno are the one more. As for Santos, what I have seen of him, he is rather better off as a box because he's got goal scoring instinct. Balaba, they go now about short the future now.
Okay, defense.
No, as for the defense, look, as said last week, Man United are seriously working to acquire a left back.
Yeah.
Look,
the Luis Hall deal, what's up?
If that deal will happen next season.
Okay.
If Man United were to get any form of first class left back, like the boy from Fulham, or there's this other player who's in Germany, the German left back, I've forgotten his name that they're talking about.
Plays for what team?
I think he plays for, was it Stuttgart or either Leipzig or so? Okay. One of them. I've forgotten his name. They're seriously, as of today, Fabrizio's tweet on Man United said that United are going to bring in a left back. Not as a deputy to Luke Shaw, but somebody who can easily play.
Starting games.
Okay. I think that if United were to get that left back, who will give them that width to put in those crosses from which Benjamin Sesko and co will benefit? Excellent. As for the defense, I don't think Man United, if Sesko were to leave, then there is the likelihood of Mateta coming in to replace. As of today, there's the Atletico striker, because Atletico has shown an interest.
Who is Julian Alvarez?
No.
Who?
Solo.
Alexander Solo.
You understand?
Yeah.
The latest, I've forgotten the source. Alvarez is considering.
From Einstein or?
No, I think
David Einstein.
Alvarez is considering the Arsenal approach because he cannot see himself playing for Atletico again. But Arsenal themselves should be very careful. How old is Alvarez? 25?
Yeah, I think 25.
He'll give Arsenal only 2 years.
Oh.
Barcelona is his dream. So if I'm Arsenal, I will not even go for him. Alvarez, a South American player, Barcelona is his dream team. And I think that if Arsenal were to push this move, the player choice is not Arsenal. If it's to come to Arsenal, it's because Atletico is saying that they won't do business with us, and he doesn't want to stay there. So let me go here for the time being, and we'll revisit the same issue after 2 years. Okay?
Yeah.
I think that is the way. Look, my last don't come.
Yeah, we have to go.
Is Kwesi Sibo.
Oh, but you said it already.
I don't come in Kwesi Sibo.
I should ring the bell for him.
Ring the bell for Kwesi Sibo.
I see.
Let him go and play his football.
Too much cash.
It doesn't matter.
Where he played the Black Stars from Libya.
For me, you see,
even if he had
I have said
that club, his time as Black Star was done.
Man, what you saw at the World Cup, is it like
calm down.
I have said it here. Everybody knows
relax. He's your best.
There are certain things that needs to change about his game. He's too limited.
He'll be fine. Okay. Let me take some messages. Yeah. Let me take some messages. We'll do shouts and go home. Let me see. It says just go to.
They're not getting. People are calling for him to be dropped from the back.
It's okay. It's okay. We've closed the show. It says just go to Accra and I'm joining the show. Kind courtesy. My brother Isaac Achokpo, who is always tuned in. Shouts to coach and all the big men there from Echo Browser. He says, Jude and Nonfa, how is this done coming? Yeah, and with a laughing emoji. Okay, calm down. It says, Coach and Bernard, we are recording you. Hey. He says, Jude, behave yourself there. Why are you in a hurry to speak about United? Okay. Well, let me take some messages on YouTube. It says GFA foretell Boadi to switch nationality. Boadi is good prospect for Manchester City. He's always been the DM. United have Haven, but their team is going through hell. Interesting. It says United have Haven, but their team is going through hell. Charlie, let's close. Let's do shouts.
Yeah.
Let me start off with you.
Charlie, yesterday I went to the University of Ghana. A very good friend of the station, Professor Apieje Etia, had his inaugural lecture. He spoke about democracy. He spoke about issues around student participation in like democracy, partisan politics, and the need to redesign the approach of picking students from campus, putting them straight into political offices and all of that. So
I see.
It was a really good speech.
Interesting lecture.
People go and listen to it. And
so you want to shout him?
Yeah, big shouts to
Mention his name again.
Professor Apieje Etia.
Oh, Charlie.
He's
Professor Apieje Etia.
He's at the Ghana School of Law.
I thought it's Hinekans. I was going to say Tia Hine.
Apieje Etia.
Okay.
And it's funny because while I was there, Charlie, some group of boys from Commonwealth.
They can't do the matter.
No, one came to me and said, "Are you the Jude Dunk?" I said, "Yes, I'm the Jude Dunk." I said, "He's a United fan." So I should stop some things I've been doing. I'm like, "Oh no. It's all for." I just did that for some
boys
people.
See your life.
So and also Cements. He's an ardent listener of the show. Actually, the channel Citi FM listens he sends a couple of messages while we're on air. So a big shout outs to him. As well.
Yeah. Big shouts to Steve Mensah. Big shouts to Steve Mensah. Steve Mensah. Big shouts to Andy. Big shouts to Andy. Kwabena Manfo's friend. I met him again, and he's still a big fan of the show. There's a big fan of the show I also met earlier this week. His name is George. He says he wants to be addressed by just George. And apparently one of his daughters even participated in the literacy challenge.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So he says he's a big fan of the station. Big shouts to George.
Coach.
No more for me.
Let me come to Bernard. Then you wrap up.
Then I'll wrap up.
Okay.
Bernard.
Big shout out to KT.
Yeah,
He's
big
always
shout out.
in tune, sir.
Big shout out
to KT.
Love you how the Scotland people they talk about.
If I stop that. And then when people for Leeds, big shout out to them.
The doctors and those who guys are so glued to this. Look, big shout out to everybody.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Is it this show?
Yeah, man.
Estapi outer. Show us
What's it? Estapi outer.
Show us
Coach. Let's say Estapi outer.
Wow.
And listen on ground.
No, because me today I see no, you know for
so how we
I see things.
No. Yeah,
we see all today. Then we just stand one side, the guy come, we say, Charlie, I know the two of you.
Yeah. But look, once again, this show is a show that is listened to by some big men, some very big men. And Gabi, look, top on the list, is Doctor.
Oh, Charlie,
is Doctor
Edward.
Relax
for me. Mention the name again.
He's Doctor.
Oh, Charlie.
Doctor. Doctor Edward Attah-Mensah. Look, he be big man,
clean,
big. For the ADB there.
Oh, Charlie.
Papa. Me they always had to call him Papa.
He be big.
Solomon Minchi. Solomon Minchi. Na kan Solomon ni walk bio you was Ziba.
Yeah man.
You was Ziba ba 4 ya fa bang. Ziba ba jobo. Ziba ba wobo wale. Ziba ba habonile.
Yeah man.
Ziba ba dolodemo.
Yeah man.
No ba tune ke wa Ghana.
Yeah man.
I'm very certain that God willing, he and his people will come to the program we are doing.
Oh yeah, they'll come.
This is Ghana. This is Ghana.
The Sunderland Park.
That is the
Agricultural
Development Bank.
Tomorrow,
the boss who can answer. If I bring the people there, clean, because this is Ghana.
Yeah.
And if there's any bank in Ghana that represent Ghana, is the Agriculture Development Bank.
Easy.
So Dr. Edward Attah-Mensah, wherever you are, God bless you.
Amen.
May the good Lord take care of you and your family and everything that you desire. May you achieve. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Let me also say a big shout out to Maji, Dominic Gucci Mane, then Daniel Payday, and also big shout out to Michael Kojo Entry. He's a big fan of the show, the Sports Panorama Q. A guy I go all the way back to Ofori Senior High School days. You know his nickname back in SHS, Squilla. Charlie, Squilla. If you see the guy, no, he be hard guy. Big shouts to Blue Jeans. Oh, clean. Clean. Yeah. Big shouts to Bank of Africa. And then Blue Jeans Energy Drink. Bell Beverages holding us tight every Friday. Tomorrow, we are here 97.3. You know what time is it? The Republic of Football time. That's 2 to 5 p.m. We'll be here to run you through all the leagues, the matches coming up in the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A, all the games. The only place to listen to every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, is the Republic of Football. Saturday, Sunday, we'll be here. I'm Gabi Affe here from the guys, Coach Christopher Nimley, Yao Ejeminta, Bernard Abeku, Jude Duncan, Emmanuel Latte, my wingman, and then my biggest wingman, Edwin Kwakofi, the smoothest. Yeah, we out.